Hey guys, hello. Nevada Cario here. I hope you heard those birds. Hope the sound quality keeps getting better for. I think StreamYard should start using the app. They should start, you know, because you can actually live stream on the mobile, but you can only do it on the site. So looks like Motorola Firefox did block some, and I hope people do come. Today is Friday, so I really don't have much to say. So I'm inviting almost, I'm inviting some people to join me on this discussion that we're gonna have. So looks like the holidays have ended. And just saying, I've already made a rant video, so I didn't even want to do, I wasn't even gonna do a live stream. So I hope people are getting the message that I am live. I only have very few people. So I would have to say that if this is going to be the boring part, because I mean, if you want to get to the discussion, I don't know, I will probably start putting some inviting links. So by the time when I go live, I might as well just click. Have to remove myself from the Mozilla Firefox thing. Yeah, guys, don't expect things to get that awesome. I don't really care. Our lives are just gonna keep getting more governed. I don't know how anybody can still support their slave masters. It's unbelievable. I think people are slaves, and I think that's a label that most people in this society deserve. I mean, they deserve that title. 100% slave. I don't have any remorse anymore or any shame for calling people slaves. I don't want to do that to the people that I know, but it's just difficult not to point it out. So by the time I didn't even bring my headphones, so people are going to hear our conversation, and I hope it doesn't get echoed. I really wish, I really do wish some of my subscribers would come. I think I'm gonna open up the mic and I'll start sending links to stream. You don't need an account. You really don't. I mean, upload a file if you like. Looks like it says I have one person. Let's see what it is. All right, there we go, guys. Sorry about that. I hope you guys aren't experiencing any more problems. I hope it doesn't echo. So I've got stereo. All right, there we go. Shoot, I think that second one is me. So give me a moment. All right. There we go. All right, guys. I already put a link in the. I already put a link. If you guys can, you guys don't even need an account. You guys can join my stream. We can have a discussion. I'll try to invite, but the only limit I have is I have 6 people. If you guys are more than willing to, if you guys have time, absolutely, you guys can join. Just click the link where it says streamyard.com, and there, that will appear. So, how are you, the gray in the field? It's good to see you in one of my live streams. It's just awesome, man. It's awesome, guys. So, you guys are absolutely, I'll repeat it again, you guys are absolutely more than welcome to join. Just click on the link. There we go. I don't know if... All right.
I just found myself here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
How are you? How are you?
Oh, good. You can't literally.
Huh?
Oh, good, but your voice is kind of glitchy.
Yeah, I know. It's because I'm using my speaker. Yeah, that's why I'm outside. I don't want my parents to know that I have this channel.
Okay, it's hard to hear because it's so glitchy, but I think we'll get used to it.
Yeah. I think Mike, because I hope it has a feature that prevents wing. Because echoing is really glitchy. So yeah, that'll suggest. Yeah, crazy stuff.
I still can't hear you, but okay.
Yeah, I think I'm putting my mouth close to it. Or I don't know. I guess I might try to use blue. I don't know if that will work. It might work. But my quality of the sound is gonna go. I can try that. Let's see if that's. I don't know.
Okay.
You try to turn on the Bluetooth. All right. Can you hear me?
Is it working? Oh yeah, now I can hear you better.
All right. Hold on. All right. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, better now.
Yeah. Did the mic change or does it sound the same?
It kind of did. Kind of. The mic on the left, right?
Yeah, I have the. Oh yeah, it's a stereo. I don't know. It's because my Bluetooth is connected to the audio.
Well, so, I can hear you better now.
The field. All right, it's because I'm using data.
Okay.
There we go. So yeah. Oh hey, hold on. There we go. Oh, Chronic Blast. Oh my gosh. Chronic Blast. Oh my goodness. He's the big channel.
It's not often I see you on here live, so I decided to see what's up.
Hey there, Chronic Blast. Oh my goodness.
Hello, Chronic Blast.
Yeah, I know. I bet there's a lot of shit that I haven't been posting on lately. But man, I just been focusing on my life. I might buy a car today. We'll see. Stuff like that.
Good for you.
Yeah.
My winter escape is so close, yet so close.
All right.
Go on.
Wait, it's glitching a little.
That's kind of glitchy, guys. So might try to get used to it. It gets laggy. So
yeah, that makes
From
sense.
your end?
So yeah. Yeah,
Well,
I can
I'm
hear
in
you.
Kittle. Okay, good. Okay. Well, what should we talk about? I don't know. But I think maybe the title.
I don't know. Maybe we should be talking about this. That's what the title is. The siege.
Okay.
Well,
Capital.
Well, we have a third party. It's called the Trump Party.
Did I expect it? Yeah, it's the Trump Party. I did not even expect. I mean, this is the one good thing I credit to the Trump crowd. More than the left, we're rioting at DC like 2017,
No,
I didn't even expect to see the Trumpsters like the Capitol. That's something new.
Yeah, that is new, but of course you have to realize though, even the riot to the Congress was a scripted event as well. Because I think because like if they really give a fuck about that invasion, they would be all lined up and ready and shit. They would not let anybody in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead, you got motherfuckers like why the fuck are people like taking pictures of so-called Nancy Pelosi's computer when any of these guards can just shoot you on sight?
Yeah,
and they will do that.
Yeah, where's that woman?
One lady looked through the window. She looked through. One lady looked through one of those windows, and then boom, headshot. I saw that picture. That was like gory. I mean, there like shit. I didn't see no blood really, but she got shot. She just fell off, and then her mouth was just all fucked, and she was just stagnant.
Yeah.
More time. Well,
all right.
So I just
Arcanu is all right. Is your mic working, Arcanu? Because I don't know. I think you might be having problems.
He says no in the chat. I don't think he can talk.
Wow. This is like I did not even expect you to even come join Chronic. It's a blessing. Difficult when you're living with parents that are like that. It's so difficult. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it could very much be so.
I mean, how many years?
I used to have my own room.
Yeah.
But I guess to dodge the economic downturn that's coming, the best way to live, and like instead of buying a fucking house, you could spend half of that on just like living the vehicle life, if less, not less than that. So.
Yes.
And thrive as a result.
I'd say I'm the type of guy who likes to travel a lot, so that's good for you. I don't know, I just wanted to throw that out there. And I think I'm staying.
You got to have the money work for you instead of working against you. So.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. So what were you guys talking about beforehand? Just the Congress bullshit.
Oh, what did you say?
So you just been talking about Congress the whole time right now?
I think we just began.
Yeah, I guess we should.
Oh, you just started. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so the legend continues. It's really unbelievable. Like, you're from my other channel, and tell everybody about my old channel. That involves nothing about news or politics.
Yeah, I remember that. It was honestly something. I don't know. But I really did think that. Also, just so you know, this may take some time, but my aunt is in the other room, so don't be surprised if you hear her screaming and I leave suddenly.
Yeah, that's like my mom.
Yeah. She's very something, I may say. And I can hear my uncle as well. What?
Yeah. I'm trying to zoom. I don't know if I can focus on it, but
Yeah.
that's the California little certification.
Power tack.
Is that like a taser flashlight or whatever the fuck?
My list. It's a flashlight to be 1,000.
Okay, it's a tactical light. Okay.
I think you guys might want to go one at a time.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm gonna smoke this real quick.
Yeah.
Since I noticed that whenever two people talk at once, they honestly sound like right? At least that's on my end.
Wow, you got a mess right there.
I know I'm in the basement. I got a lot of shit to clean up, but it's all good.
Yeah, sometimes my room gets messy too. Oh, it's kind of neat.
Yeah, I'd say my room is alright. I have a paper sword that I made. I don't know why I have it. Yeah, I don't know why I have it. I just made it just because it looks cool.
You should zoom in on this real quick.
Oh yeah. You showed us that in one of your videos.
Oh, this is a different one.
Looks cool.
All right.
I don't know.
A Christmas Karen. I think that's Cuomo on the back right there too.
Yeah, so I'm on the sidewalk right now, so I'm just. There we go.
Oh yeah, these are gonna be pretty rare coins. Holy crap! I love that. Just the reflection off that shit. Silver. I mean, don't let Bitcoin discourage you. Silver, when all this shit blows over, silver will destroy everything else.
I'm
not very good with economics. Yeah, I'm not very good with economics. Hey, you could do me a favor. You could like help me promote the channel. You can just your audience, Cronic. So see one of your audience can come to this video.
Yeah, I'll probably shout you out at some point.
Yeah, you should do it. Yeah, I'm not trying to sound desperate.
Yeah, sometimes I did that once.
Yeah. Go on.
Surprisingly, I did the same thing you do sometimes. I don't know. This is honestly, sorry if I sound a little bit weird, but it's mostly because this is the first time I've ever live streamed. So yeah.
Yeah, it's better stay joining a live stream.
I don't know. It feels a little weird.
It's an online chat, except it's being posted for everybody to see. That's all.
Oh well, yeah. At least this will give me some more out there verse, so like more people will know who I am.
Yeah.
Since I literally only have 1 subscriber, so that's something. Maybe this will help my popularity. I'm just joking. I don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta really zoom into this one. Holy shit.
There we go. So the stream lag for nets are good because I mean I've been hearing roboting.
It kind of comes and goes.
Yeah.
Especially when people talk like to each other.
Oh, that's a perfect focus right there.
Oh wow, that looks really. I can't even see completely what that is.
You can make one person full screen if you want to on here.
No, that's fine. I mean, wait, hold on. Let me try to do something. Oh, I unmuted you. There we go.
So just for the detail and all that.
Yeah. I think we'll have to leave it like that.
It's all good.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. So,
A lot better in
I think
person.
people are really scared. So you know what? Let's get to the point. I think people are scared of Joe Biden. I think that's what we should talk about.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because we've been kind of like very right now, so it's kind of getting awkward. So yeah, let's get to the point.
Yes, I agree.
So I guess joining protests is one way you can be profiled. That's what I just found out like yesterday. I've been seeing some pictures, the government or something, the police, watch for the people who were in the Capitol siege. I mean, who even knows? I mean, I guess mainstream media BS.
Yeah, man, the mainstream media is a little off, and by little I mean a lot.
Yeah, I think the media. I mean, they're making Joe Biden. They're talking very positively about Joe. I've heard a documentary my mom was putting in the TV about years. Oh my God! The 4 years is finally over. No more Trump. Something like that.
Yeah,
You're
and have
putting
you
Biden's
noticed?
speech.
Yeah, and why does it matter?
And have you
Sorry.
noticed that?
Hey there, Arcanu.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hey there, Arcanu.
Hello, Canu.
Yeah, from back Valley philosophy, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty weird. It's like
4 people in a pot, something like that. Four peas in a pot.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that sounds a little weird.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll be something since I guess we're to make this less awkward. All right, so let me see. I don't know. I get mostly concerned about for me is mostly gun rights. That's what I'm the most concerned. It makes me wonder will I ever chance to be able to participate in the hobby, or am I done for? That's what I've been concerned about for the last 3 years. Trump really. I thought Trump would have been awesome when I was in on the whole politics, but now I realize that I can never trust a politician ever again. I just can't anymore.
Politics is bullshit.
Yeah, I know.
I gotta agree with that guy. I gotta agree with him.
Like school, it's also bullshit.
It's been bullshit for like how many years? I don't know, maybe hundreds of years. Better say when this country was
centuries.
Yeah, centuries.
If I had to tell you a little thing about everything that I've seen, I'd say it's pretty dumb. And I didn't know how to phrase that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how to phrase that since I'm not really a cursor like you guys. I don't know if you're cursors or not. Sorry if you're not, but I'm just saying that people are like some sort of puppets almost, like strings, people, marionettes. They always do what the commander says. Walking the same rope as always, entertaining the politicians and all that.
It's like they're all just possessed on some shit, whether it's just by brainwashing or they're spiritually possessed.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
My aunt, you know what my aunt said when I told her about everything that I see? She's like, you know what? Why are you talking about this? Why are you like this? Why are you... She was asking me so many questions.
I know, we're the weirdos.
Because reality interests me. I'm not living in Disneyland. Bow.
Yeah, America is Disneyland.
You should be. You should try to be aware of your surroundings and your reality instead of escaping it.
Yeah, I get it, mate. My aunt literally says she supports the amendments and stuff like that, but she doesn't realize anything about what they even say. I think.
So that she's just mindlessly going along with it, acting like she knows anything, but she don't.
Yeah, kind of, yes. She is a little optimistic in too many ways. Gotta be honest here, she is a little
optimistic in the worst of times, to the point where you think, yeah, they're at least just gonna magically make everything back to normal. I mean, I think they're at least basically done with Donald Trump there, but let's see what happens. They want their order out of chaos. They're gonna get it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And I said in my video, full of wheels already that I'm just ready for this to kick off, or if it does, who even knows? That I've just we are gonna. Well,
one thing for certain. Like, we're gonna live through a global collapse financially, socially.
Yeah, globalist.
Society's gonna collapse first, then the economy's gonna collapse.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Joker almost. Imagine the Joker actually comes true. Like someone just comes out and says, "We live in a society."
Well, yeah.
It's more like a soy society.
Yeah, you know, the guys are cucked up. You know, I'm like, have a merry cucked up Christmas. Cucked up, hey,
happy California.
Yeah. You see the title of a magazine saying Merry Christmas with the Santa whatever photo op with the mask on, and like funny. I want to try to avoid saying mask as much as possible, because that's how I got my videos taken down. You know, let's just say muzzle. It's only because YouTube.
Let's just say face diaper.
One of my videos. Yeah,
face diaper. I like that one.
How about chin diapers? Since that's what the kids do in my school. You wear them on their chins for some reason. It's kind of funny, actually.
Satan's diaper of shit.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I must admit,
I know one guy in some other channel that, you know, was saying how he doesn't like anything, and I've seen him said before on a live stream, you know, just like the stream he was saying how he, you know, I don't know what is it, a ski mask or so he can look like some robber, and everybody looks at him. I don't know, maybe I should try to do something more, look more dating. Because I would look like an outlaw. Because I'm at a point where I just don't care about how I look.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like, as much as I hate like the mask mandate, the one reason I do like the mask is just like it encourages you to just be anonymous as fuck anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I have noticed that. Really, I mean, really,
you can literally get away with shoplifting easier than taking candy from a baby.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That really is the case. I even thought of it sometimes, but I was like, I don't know.
As long as you're able to, like, especially, like, not just cover your face, but make sure your eyes are not too, like, easily identifiable compared to other people. So, because, like, I mean, how do you think Walmart's doing their facial recognition practices? They're looking through your eyes.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
How do you do that shit in China?
Yeah. And we all know how China is.
Oh.
That's got to be a conflict of interests.
They get you with the face, but they really get you with the eyes.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay, so I have one thing to say. There are a couple of times that during this whole BS, I have to say sometimes where I didn't have my muzzle on. I'd say when I went to Tucson, Arizona, like in June, you know, we were going to TJ Maxx, and my mom was like, "Put your muzzles on," and we were just going in and I just went in there. I didn't have it on. Chris had my I don't know what it's called, but it's like multi-face use. It's like almost like a bandana, but I just had it below, and nobody even said anything to me. I don't even remember if
as long as the face covering is on your chin, it'll pass for a good percentage.
You know, that's true.
And the other time at a ward, I was like suffocating. At least in the June at that time as well, when it was like Father's Day. One mom, I noticed that I had it. My sister did. I had it below, and my sister was put it on. But then later on, when we were just leaving Walmart, I just told her, oh, I just can't, Mom. I'm suffocating, and she was like, all right, just put it below. That was way before it became mandated here in my state. You obviously know status.
Well, you're on the West Coast, so you're in for a bumpy ride.
Yeah.
Well, near the city specifically.
Yeah, I live in the suburbs.
Close enough to the city.
Yeah. At least I don't live in the center of it.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah. I missed out a lot because my aunt called me, so what did I miss? Sorry if you'd probably heard me leave the room, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh yeah, not to mention while going shopping at Christmas Eve. I mean, my dad. I mean, when I had it below this time. I had it below my nose, and I was just walking through, but until the time we just finished shopping, the security guard, and of course it's a Mexican the store, and hey sir, can you put it on top of your nose? Can you cover your nose? And my dad asked me, so my dad was like really infuriated. He just asked me, hey, did you have it below did you have your muzzle on? And I told him he didn't understand. He asked me again, but he was like loud. It's like he got frustrated. Did you have it on? And then I told him yes. Yeah, I lied to him kind of because I did have it on, but I didn't have it on. On my nose, like.
Let's be like, oh, so you're telling me I can't breathe? No, if it was any so you're telling me I can't breathe? Yeah, fuck you. You know.
You know, I laughed.
If the people have any brains, they should know what the fuck they're saying.
They really should. There's a lot of kids in my school. They wear the muzzles on right below the nose, which is very clever, I must admit. It's almost funny.
Kids are smart enough to know about this shit. It's fucking instinctual.
And I hope this generation we're in, I want to hope for this to wake up. Like, I see a lot of people in my community, you know this, the legend continues. In the webcomic community, there are probably a lot of them that probably just don't know, but they're like only a few that I've come into contact that understand what's going on.
I gotta admit, a lot of people are too blind to see. And surprisingly, they're not even blind. All I could say is that people are just going to do what people do. And they're honestly just
do what you're told. Just like the cops.
Yeah, monkey see, monkey do.
That was weird. Yeah.
I remember that from when I was a kid.
God's just separating the wheat from the chaff for the most part.
Yeah.
Time for the great divide between, the good side and the bad side.
Yeah, the Matrix.
Whether you're knowingly part of it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be something, that's for sure. All I could say is that get ready for the fun part. And by fun, I mean chaotic.
Yeah.
Well, I would think, that with all the confusion and whatnot, because it presents as an undesirable condition or state, that it would actually encourage people to try and think.
Yeah, I gotta admit that is true.
Because, oh no, I'm in a solution I don't like. I'm in a situation I don't like. How do I get out of it?
Yeah. It's really difficult.
I have been writing a book.
I just watched the. All right, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, I actually have been writing a book about my experiences on everything, really. really there's like even a part where it says there's stuff like those who blind. It's basically how I think of society itself. Entire pages, like when a mirror talks, when the mirror talks, which I do have the verse of a song. It's one of the verses is like if a mirror talks and the reflection lies. I actually put the first verse of a song, so yeah, I can't have that, but it's really just something.
I need to elaborate on sorry, it's kind of difficult to understand you because of your accent. I mean, no offense, just saying.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna have to try to speak a little more. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I'm not very. I've been told I have a quiet voice, so yeah. If anything, that might be it. Yeah. So yeah, basically, I've even written books, and I'm still working on the video game. I just need to learn more about coding, which is
that. Oh my gosh! I heard an ear rape. I heard an ear rape. That was weird. All right, continue.
Yeah, basically, the video game is really just. It's honestly, I'm trying not to get political for obvious reasons. So it's just going to be a happy little game for mostly reasons, like the reason that it's just supposed to emulate a childlike sense. But there are going to be some darker tones where I'm like speaking my own mind to the player, like my own thoughts to them, and trying like that. So that way they can understand my own point of view and maybe even their own points. So that way maybe they can actually figure out stuff. I actually am coming up with names for this game, but I'm actually thinking of making it like a trilogy almost. So that way it's more interesting. Yeah, all I need is like a coder though. All I need is like a coder and maybe some designers and many music people. That's probably it.
Yeah, I think your internet's kind of weird.
That's good.
Yeah, but just continue on. I kind of don't understand much what you're saying. Sorry. Looks like Chronic Blast left. Want to see if he can join again. I don't know.
I'm still here.
All right. So yeah, Arcanu. I mean, yeah, of course, the gray in the field. Yeah.
So,
I mean,
anyways, let's
pretty.
try and get
all
back.
Right, continue.
Let's try and get back onto topic, like what we were talking about before, like the
that's
thing.
what we need to talk about.
Yeah, let's try and keep it a little bit above 50, or at least serious enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from what I can tell, all my aunt sees is, all anyone can see really, is that, oh, this is so bad. This is just something bad. Seriously, they only look at one point of the view. They don't look at every point of the view.
Of course, and thank you. I mean,
because they'll be like, conspiracy theory.
Yeah, that's definitely it. Whether or not they see it all, they're just being really, really sad for themselves.
Yeah, and the whole conspiracy theorist, that was a character assassination. I think it was started by the CIA, Project Mockingbird or something.
That's what I was gonna mention. Yeah, of course. Oh wait, so I think you should be the one to talk, Arcanu. I think you've been like staying there numb, doing nothing. So yeah, can continue.
So I don't really know the specifics, but when they just call you a conspiracy theorist, it's not an argument. It's just basically an attempt at a character assassination.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty much the way. But I know there are people who do. But there are people who do sound. They are crazy. But I mean, there are people who are very deep into it. If we were to talk about ODD TV or like Richie from Boston, I'm like, yeah, that territory, yeah, I understand.
Yeah, like tinfoil hat or something.
I agree.
Yeah, and one time I just got called a conspiracy theorist because I mentioned the existence of state actors, and well, they're very real. The state actors, they would be the police, they'd be the courts, the politicians. Those are all state actors.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, it's honestly funny how people are just blindly walking down this path. To me, it's really just that way to me. I don't know. I kind of view the world in many different ways. If I had to be honest, I view the world in like many, many different ways.
Yeah.
I'd say the most common one for me and other people is like the game, like the Matrix.
Yeah, the beast system.
Yeah.
Or, in the case of Half-Life 2 and a novel called One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, the Combine.
Uh-huh.
I never actually heard of that one. It sounds interesting. I just looked it up.
In the novel called One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, I guess it was a metaphor for what is essentially the state. And then in Half-Life 2, it was an interdimensional alien empire that enslaved humanity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That actually does sound interesting. It does sound like the Matrix, actually. Was it something that inspired it, or was it something after it? Okay, that's good to know.
I'm not sure of the exact inspiration, but I think part of it came from the novel that I mentioned.
Yeah.
Like, for the Combine in Half-Life 2, like the name and how they work.
Okay, well that's interesting. If anything, I might just give it a look sometime.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Anything else? I don't know. I can't.
I don't know, but
yeah.
all right.
But really,
let's try to make this less. All right. Continue.
Yeah. To be honest, here, everyone's just in their own little world, and every time you pop that little world, like the bubble. I imagine everyone in a bubble, and every time you put a pin just near it, it pops, and instead of just popping, and the people inside are like, I just lost my bubble. I'm screaming. I don't know. I just try to make fun of them in a way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, basically, you just panic because they're outside of their natural environment.
Yeah, and sometimes, especially in the case of statism, cognitive dissonance is used to enforce that narrative.
Yeah. Oh, hey there. I think he might be new. Hey there, Gordon. So who knows? I mean, if you'd like to join us, I mean, you could absolutely. There, Gordon. Try to have many people as we can. So yeah,
Yes.
I know. Yeah, it's pretty weird. I don't know about that. I'm not. Bonjour. Oh, you mean bye-bye? Oh, all right. Or I don't know. Yeah, I know. I know people are busy with their lives. So yeah, see you later, Gordon. Uh-huh. So yeah, it's like I have to say to myself, so let's go to story time. All right, so I have to say how this all began, was like in 2016. So this is gonna be quite of a long story. So hang on. So I have to say, when I was like 16 or 15, actually, 2016, when I saw the whole, at least 2015, I didn't really care too much. So when the Trump, announced his presidency. I didn't really think about it much, really, in 2015. So then in 2016, I have to say, I was more concentrated, early 2016, more on the movie. So I was more like a moviegoer, even in 2015. So I was watching like lots of movies at that time. And then by the time June hit, until the Orlando thing happened, that's when they kind of got my attention, watching some gun channels. I was kind of like, wow, this guy sounds, legit. When I was believing in it, the whole thing, I was like, wow, or if he gets in. But at the same time, I also did have doubt. So I wasn't really too fond because of the language, the name calling and all that. So my mom and my dad kind of didn't like it too much. So I was kind of like, for the next couple of months, I was like trying to live my life. But I say by the time, November hit, I was really like, wow, what a relief. He's going to be the next president. But then, a couple of days when I saw Twitter, just bomb, with the leader saying congrats, to Trump. But then, I've been seeing the not my president a hashtag. I knew something was going to go wrong. I knew it. I knew something was going to go down. And it did, the streets and all the craziness. Oh, yeah, I knew about it since the BLM thing when that happened in 2016. So, I have to say the first time, I did see the Michael Brown thing in 2014. So, yeah, in 2016, I knew there were going to be, rioting and protests. And yeah, I was right. I knew things was going to go crazy. And I have to say that I was pretty much asleep in early 2017 when he became president. I saw the news. I saw Trump, on this podium, and I saw some of the craziness on YouTube. It was just, oh my goodness, it was just fun seeing all that go down. And then, when I started watching the channel High Impact Flicks, I didn't really know too much, what he was. So he was more like one of those truther type channels. And then, when I started looking more into his videos, I realized, I thought, I was still in the, oh, don't criticize my leader, my favorite leader. But then, I guess when he was explaining why he doesn't think Trump is a good president or whatever candidate, whatever guy, I was like, this is interesting. Just explaining the policies of Trump. That's when I was learning a lot more about the left-right paradigm thing. So when I was still like indoctrinated, I have to say the one post I did see somebody post, it was about a moderate Republican. And I know that. I think that was the one thing that really kind of like, and then saying, I'm happy for those who didn't vote for Trump. And then I was like, I guess there is something wrong. So, I don't think I want to support, have his full support. So I have to say, watching more of Brian's videos, that's his name, by the way, I was really like impressed, how he was good with the mainstream media stuff, but also explaining Trump's fallacies. So I have to say during that time, I was like, this guy seems interesting. So I've been watching more and more of his videos, and I was really like, I was feeling like I was changing, and I felt more like a doomer by the time the summer went and late 2017. I was like, things look like, I feel like I've been lied to. But then, 2018, I'd say, oh yeah, when the whole thing happened, in my home city, Vegas, the Mandalay Bay thing, I'm sure you all know about it. And, I was like, really, I was actually like at the Strip close to that time when it happened. I think they say, the media says it's like at 10. I was like right there. We left an hour later, somewhere like at 9. I was with my sister at the, the name is Town Square. Yeah, that's the mall's name. We were there. So just to go out, since my family was like out, my dad and mom and my brother. So it was just my sister and me. So yeah, I went for a little walk there. And yeah, I saw the gun magazines at the Fry's Electronics, which is in my town. So, and then the night I actually learned about it at nighttime. I have to say I was really, really anxious. I got really upset. I was like, "Oh no, they're gonna do this again," and I was right. I didn't realize that they would go far with the psyop. I mean, I was really, really, it's very like sad. And I heard my mom talk about it, and that was pretty much it. And then when this happened again, the Florida thing, I was like, well, here we go again. And I'd say by the time when Trump said, I like take the guns, due process later, due process second, I really didn't grasp about it because I was maybe being a FUD about it. I was like, oh no, I don't care. If they don't touch any more of our rights, they're not gonna go on full on with it. And then later on, when I was, even when I used to watch a channel called Guns and Gadgets of why he thinks it's a bad idea, red flag laws, I was like, well, okay. And then later on, Brian from High Impact Flicks really like woke me up. I think 2018, I'd say 2017 was like the year when I woke up, but 2018 was like the year when I was like, I'm just gonna stop believing in the politics. And that was the time when my brother and we were having a really difficult time. So okay, I'll leave it right there. So that's my story of how far I've gone here on YouTube. Yeah.
And now that I think about it, there's a certain bit of irony to the riots now because, essentially the people that are doing the riots now, they were like, 4 years, get over it. He won fair and square, and now, look how the tables have turned.
And I know it's like the people on the left, the lefty types, I'm not saying all of them, but those type of people, they would say it was Russia, it was a fraud, the election was stolen, and now it's like now they want to deny that they ever even said that.
Yeah, there's a little bias. Some bias on me a lot. Lots.
It's like, oh no, we didn't reduce the chocolate ration. We increased the chocolate ration. Like,
yeah, I know.
They're actually manipulating. It seems like they're manipulating people's perception of reality.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it was. That kind of was the way it was with me, and it kind of messed me up in a way. And I'm 16, so that's like very, very, very bad when you're like. I know that they say that when you're younger, you're supposed to be more bliss, but the more you know, the more it's like, oh yeah, this hurts my brain. But I say I started awakening when it's like when my mom I'll put it lightly, started to go to heaven. I'll put in that light. So yeah, basically when she passed, I started realizing something, that I was being in a jail, kind of like, since she was like, oh, believe this, believe that, believe this and that. She was very, she wasn't controlling about it. She was definitely somewhat iffy on the subject, if you know what I mean. So yeah, she was definitely something. But after she passed, I'd say that's when I actually, surprisingly, her death kind of made me feel more alive and just really made me awaken. So I started to see the world in both like darker way, but a realistic way as well. So basically after that, my aunt but like adopted me. And after that, the rest is basically history. But And I start realizing that everyone's just gone more crazier than I have. I thought I was crazy at the point since I never felt anything like it being alive. But really, I realized that they weren't crazy. They were just being stupid. Yeah, just basically they all just start rioting, they all start being like acting up. And I used to be the kid who used to act up a lot when I was young. But it's like the tables turned and everyone started changing to what I used to be. So yeah, it's like crazy almost. That's basically it.
It is uncanny.
Yeah, I didn't even know about your mom. Sorry about that.
Don't worry. It was like, I know it was like a year ago, but it's softened the blow since I've gotten like therapy and stuff like because of it. But it's nice that I got therapy at least since I get someone to talk to. And I don't get that a lot, besides now.
So yeah, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
So
sorry if I got you down in the dumps.
Yeah. I don't know, just seeing the whole thing unfold when this was happening. I don't know, just my mom just told me about it on Wednesday. So I got pretty upset again, like always. When I hear a news story, it's like it's the same thing. It's never gonna end. This whole, I don't know, this nightmare will continue to go on. But I do have to say one thing. I have to say, even though the tables are turning, I'd say it's a good thing because, like I've said earlier, the Capitol, like I even seen some footage. Nancy Pelosi's sign, whatever, was being, they destroyed the sign that was on the door, whatever. It was just funny just seeing that, and then seeing a news reporter. So I had to watch some mainstream news. See, I don't believe in it, but just seeing them, oh my God, why are you guys are saying this is fraudulent. Well, guess what? It's always fraudulent, sir. That's some British channel, I believe. I don't know.
Always has
riots. Yep. Wow. I think we're in crazy times. I mean, I know people are optimistic, and if we're going to talk about what Joe Biden's going to do, people say he's going to go make us go on a full lockdown, and we're going to have to, the muzzle thing is going to be nationwide for like 15, 16 days. And you know what? Right now, I'm at a point where I just don't really care anymore. I think this is something that's going to stay permanent. I just don't see this stopping. Who even knows? I mean, I want this whole thing, this nightmare to end. But, oh my gosh, it's like...
I actually have a little...
They said, hold on, wait. Hold on, let me finish. They said, when they locked us down, earlier, they said this would last for 2 weeks, and look where we are.
2 weeks? Oh, no, we said 2 months. Oh, no. We said 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty funny.
It is, especially when you realize all the stuff that happened during that time, too. I mean, seriously, people ignored it anyways, and yet when other people did it, it was like, when the churches did it, they kicked them out, but when BLM did it, it was like, go right ahead. They weren't even serious about it almost. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and as I was trying to say this earlier. Basically, I was trying to say that I actually have a little pacifist, and it's a theory, since I can't spell hypothesis.
Yeah, people are really pacifist. My mom. Yeah, she's probably more than my dad.
Yeah, and I gotta admit, I feel like when all of this happened, it was just the awakening of a beast, really.
I guess there are. Now I have to elaborate here. So I have to say, people say about the awakening. Some people call it a great awakening. People are gonna wake up, and then there are others that just don't agree. They're like, "No, I don't believe in it. I think our society is lost." And then there's another side. Forgot to elaborate. There are people who like are awake. They're somewhat awake, but then they just continue to vote. They continue to believe in the system, even though they believe that. My mom the other time when my sister voted for Joe Biden, she had a conversation at the living room. My mom was like, they're both corrupt. And yeah, I was like, what? You've got to be kidding me. In my mind, I'm like, what? How can you even say that? But then saying he has to win because people, the hate, we can't have any more hate. We got to unite. Like, see, that's the spell of a politician's word. I realized that this is the spell that it comes from when a politician says something.
Peak cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, that's definitely something. I don't know. I actually tried avoiding a lot of these people, but if you avoid it too long, then it's just their come after you. That's what I've learned. People really just don't want you to escape anything anymore. Seriously, they're trying their hardest to just grab you. I gotta admit, this place, I don't know. And I feel like, if anything, I don't know, this is just me being very hypothetical, but if anything, in the future, I feel like people are going to be idiots. And by idiots, I mean a dumb democracy. Dumb people leading to democracy. Where everyone just speaks.
Yeah.
Where everyone just
this
speaks
is a democracy.
Yeah, it's a democracy, that's it. Where everyone just speaks, where the national language is just...
More like it's a dictatorship, majority mob rule.
Yep, it really is.
Yeah. Oh, go on.
Yeah, basically, have you ever watched one of those dystopian futures where everyone is stupid, but the politicians are like, nah, you're smart. Just do this. You know what I mean? Just follow their words.
Like that's what, the school.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always, I feel like
I have to say, I'm glad I left.
Yeah.
Oh, continue? Sorry.
That's alright. Anyways, basically, I feel like we're not going to the apocalypse or just being in a dystopian future. We could be in an apocalypse, but more of dystopian, if you ask me. But really, it's all up to chance, and chance does not look good. So basically, we're just walking in the same direction the politicians point in. So yeah, I'd say, in other words, I'd say everyone is just trying to live, but they don't realize that they're just puppets. They're just being controlled.
Yeah. It's like, we gotta get our paycheck. I guess that's the problem.
That no one's willing to stand up for their own rights. They're like, oh, the government is suppressing us. What should we do? And there's like 100 ways to do it. Have you heard that if the government does a bad job, that the kind of people who are supposed to be the servants can actually rise up and demolish the government?
Yeah,
That's
just like what the Second Amendment says in this country.
Yeah, that's actually what I learned. It's surprisingly, and yet no one does it. I'm surprised.
I
I'm
know,
both.
it's
I'm
unbelievable. I
surprised.
guess I'm guilty. I guess I'm guilty of it.
Yeah, I'm surprised and disappointed in humanity. But don't worry. If anything,
Yeah, me too.
yeah, I must admit, sometimes I do wonder what it would be like if people actually grew a spine.
It would be interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, I feel like I should really do something, but it's kind of like this. If I could do something, I would, but nah, kind of like that. I feel like that's what people are
yeah,
thinking. But,
I'm the
and
same page.
I have to be honest. I'm kind of guilty of it myself, in a way. To be honest here,
I can't blame you. You're 16.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like I have much power over people yet, so they can't really say for sure if I'll even get any power over people, like influence. And even if I did have influence, who's to say that I wouldn't be as corrupt as the people who have it? Seriously, it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
Yeah.
It's really complicated, really.
Yeah, it is complicated.
There's no way you're gonna
And
You got anything to elaborate, Arcanu?
Not particularly.
Oh, all right. So yeah, I guess it's always talk to talk. I know people say it's talk the talk, walk the walk, but really it's like it's really confusing. It's like it's a battle of who's more righteous. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do something? You're just talk and you're not doing anything. Or some people have the perception of voting is the only way. You gotta vote for the lesser of two evils, even if they may not, do their promises. It's like, you know what? I've always sometimes been the type of person that doesn't want. I mean, I'm peaceful, or should we be violent? I mean, my possession is more like I'm in the middle. I don't believe in violence like that way. I don't want it, but at the same time, I'm like, being peaceful is exactly what our country is.
yeah, I gotta admit, it's really like a situation where you have the choice to bite the hand that feeds you. You can either let it abuse you because it's both feeding you, but it's also being abusive. But if you fight back, it'll just stop feeding you. It's kind of like that. So
Yeah.
either you work,
Uh-huh.
either you like figure out how to do stuff for yourself because you just fought back. So I know that people would probably be like, I'm not going to farm for myself. I'm not going to grow crops and stuff like that. I know that not a lot of people are going to do that. So yeah, it's kind of like a complicated situation right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's unbelievable. So yeah. All right. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, do you have a plan? Like, do you know? I think you should start planning. If you want to move out. The legend continues. I'd say maybe now. You gotta think. What do you want to? Where do you want to work at, or something? I mean, I know you said you were thinking about leaving into the. Hold on, leaving into the country. But I mean, if you don't want to, if you feel like that's too much for you, I mean, what I could say is, I'm not an expert. I maybe try to find a job in a small town. Anything to just get away. I mean, I wouldn't even recommend the suburbs.
That's actually interesting. I actually have been planning to save money, actually. Just ever since, actually, I'd say the only good thing that happened because my mom went to heaven, I'd say the only thing good actually was that Social Security gave me money, so that way I can save money for myself. So every month they give me at least a small amount of money, not too good, not too much, but it's not.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I know it's like that because of this. Now that I'm getting money, the government isn't literally going to support me anymore. But I
Yeah,
think
like
it's a small.
someone's money.
Yeah, yeah, I admit. But at least it's a necessary
Yeah.
thing to do because I actually do want to get out. I want to get out there and explore where I can. I mean, seriously, I want to travel sometimes, like go to places that at least I can never
Yeah,
think
that's
of
what I
right
was
now.
thinking too.
Yeah, I think I should get a job. I think I should take your advice. I mean, if I can't get the money, I don't know where I should work though. Maybe I should start small, like at a grocery store. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, anything. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd say if anything you're comfortable with, you should. You should try to save that money. I know fiat is like a waste; it's nothing. But I mean, what other choices do we have? I mean, with this, I mean, I guess I know some people say, get a home loan. I know I've seen a channel say, his video, it's called Exiting Babylon. His video was talking about how we need to get away from this BS, stop, the watching the deceit, the deceptions, he's like, we got to get out, and he's like, all the things that have been happening, that video, he was like, oh, there's an exploding RV in Nashville. He was like, I don't care. And then, look, the doctor that died from the Rona thing, don't care. He was like, Trump got the election stolen. Don't care. He was like, it's way past time to stay away or buy, the beast system. And he was like, just get out. And I think, he already may have done his goal, I think he may have already did an update video where he bought a piece of land, or I don't know. And I assume it's in New Mexico. So yeah, I'd say congrats to him, for doing that. That's what I want to do later in the future. I want to get a piece of land. I just want to get away from everything.
Yep, that sounds like the life for me. That does, truly. Let's see, I like to think...
I feel like that's the better way. No, you're not going to be safe from the tyranny, of course. I mean, nowhere is safe, but at least you're not going to be in it if things do go down, of course. Because then later on, they'll probably come to where you go.
Yeah, that's true.
When the people riot or looking for food. So yeah.
That's true. I definitely don't want to be the one to be trying that stuff right now. I already have enough problems.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, all I got to defend myself. All I got to defend myself is my paper sword. That's just sad.
Yeah, I mean, it really wouldn't do much. I mean, you could try to find other tools at your house that you can defend yourself with.
Yeah, I definitely admit the kitchen knives should do.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
that would be way better.
Yeah.
I have a bow.
Yeah. My aunt doesn't have any weapons that should actually defend, like an actual sword or a bow or a gun. She doesn't have any of that. So I gotta work with what I got.
Yeah. Should consider that when you move out. If you want to, of course. I mean, I'm not trying to, if you're not into that stuff, that's fine.
Actually, I tried to learn how to defend myself in many different ways. So I wouldn't be surprised if owning something like a gun would be too far from reach.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I need to do is just buy some ammo and learn how to shoot, and that's basically it.
Yeah, well, we'll see what goes on, in the future or these next 4 years. Who even knows what will happen? Remember the Bill Clinton era.
Yeah. This is gonna
I
be
hope
something.
it doesn't happen again. Hope it doesn't happen again with Biden.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
hope,
definitely
I
gonna
guess
be.
the Supreme Court.
Yeah, this something tells me that this year ain't gonna be that good, anyways. But we'll see. Something tells me that either way, I feel like either way, we're gonna see some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, starting to see
Really,
something.
real hard times. Oh, what's that? Hearing some music.
Sounds funky.
Oh.
I wonder
So,
who's.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you were going to say something?
me? I don't know. I was just saying yes and
Oh.
stuff like that.
I know people are like, if you believe in your rights, you should go to protest. This is what a democracy is. But I mean, you gotta remember that if you're gonna be, I know, if you're gonna be going into like protests or anything, you're gonna be profiled. I mean, I've seen a photo, or they already released the photo, or whatever, the Capitol, whatever, the photos of the people that were in the Capitol siege.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think they had the right idea, but they didn't know how to do the idea. So they were like, what am I supposed to do? I'm just gonna do this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I
seriously,
know that was funny, Keanu. Yeah. They don't do shit.
yeah.
Just like voting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how people say.
Oh, hold on there. Let me hold on there. Legend
Right.
continue. So I know you're from my old channel, so remember, so you know a lot of the comics that I've released on my old channel, right?
Kind of, yes.
Do you know the artist Silver Lunar Wing?
Kind of. I've heard the name before, yes.
Yes, that's the comic Shinka the Last Eevee, you know, right?
I think that I may have heard of it, yes. I'm not that
And
fluent.
absolutely, I have to say, excuse me, continue? Sorry.
Yeah, I think I know it, but I'm not that fluent. So what were you gonna say?
Oh yeah, yes, that's the comic. And yeah, I mean, a couple of years ago, she must have seen my profile, what I believed in, and she didn't like it. I assume, I don't know, but that's my assumption. I assume she didn't like what I had to say with my beliefs, so I assume that she banned me from her comic.
Well, that's something.
Yeah, so I mean, I saw, with her, I assume she's believing in the deception, which is like the majority, I guess, because, LGBTQ community, I assume that's the majority of them that are falling for it, with the system. Oh, the government, oh, protect me. And she was saying, in her author's comments, and in one of her chapter cover, and she was like, oh, wear your muzzle, get the shot, and register to vote. And I was like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. That really just infuriated me. That's why I deleted my Devinar account, because I just couldn't believe the society that I live in.
It's bullshit.
It really is.
I know.
I can't admit. If I had to make any reference, I'd say it would be to the Joker. I don't know if you know that movie, but
Yeah.
it basically is about it's basically. I think you already know what I mean. And that one phrase Yes, we live in a society. I already told you this, but yes. I feel like that movie itself literally is the reference and the joke at the same time.
Yeah.
The joke of society.
Yeah. It's the same. I mean, I don't even know if we're ever gonna get real change. All I can say is I hope those Trumpsters that are on my possession that seem to know what's going on, they know the deceptions, but they're still believing in Trump. I hope those people can just, when Trump leaves, I hope those people can just let Trump go and just wake up again, because I mean, we need those guys. Even though I really do not like the left right paradigm, the believe in the man, I want those. I really do. In my heart, I really want those guys to just, or gals to just, just do something about it, because we need those. We need those people. I was with those people. The truther types, not like the ones that are like asleep, who are just diehard Republican, vote for any Republican,
Yeah, I know.
I want those guys to. I really do, in bottom of my heart, even though I may not really love them. I really do. But who even knows at this point?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Honestly, I gotta admit, there was a time where even I was a little sleepy, but I could say sleepy if I wanted to, but it's definitely the word I'm looking for. But I'd say there was a time where I was asleep, but eventually, like I said, I woke up, and when I did, it felt like a whole new world. Seriously. So I feel like if anyone wanted to do what I did to get up and wake up to the alarms, I'd say they have to be like prepared to at least understand what's going on and be willing to actually understand. Even if since here's a little philosophy for you guys. You know what the opposite of dreams are? You know what the opposite of dreams are?
Yep. No. Sorry.
Okay. The opposite of dreams are eyes pried open.
All right. Yeah, I know those terms.
Yeah, sure, you could say it's nightmares, but nightmares kind of are the same thing as dreams. They just keep you asleep. But when your eyes are wide open, you can see the truth of reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah, it's definitely something to talk about.
Yeah.
I guess I'm more of the philosophical kind of person.
Yeah, me too. I never tried to make my sound like, I never make my channel sound like, oh, this is fact, this is fiction, I got my sources. It's not what I do in my channel. All it is just, opinions and a philosophy. That's pretty much what it is. My point, my perception. That's pretty much it. And people get upset, not me, but with others who try to do the same as me, and then people get upset because, oh my God, conspiracy theorists, and I'm like, wow. I mean, we need to start, saying it the different way, because that's not how you're gonna really get people to be on your side. But at the same time, you know what? I'm at a point where, if people aren't going to wake up, they're going to stay asleep. I'm at a point where, I'm not going to even try to tell you, because with people on YouTube, I've been telling you for years that something like this would happen, the pandemic, whatever you want to call it. They've been saying that they were going to do something, and they were right. Not in the way that you would think. It's more of, medical tyranny. That's what I see it as.
Yeah, that's true. I gotta admit, everyone's just this way that it's very hard to put in words sometimes, but it's like they're just listening to what they are like. It's desperation. That's what I must say. It's like it's like the feeling of desperation that's been put on them by false pressures that society gave to them.
Yeah, I agree.
It's kind of like that. Again, admit, we're going, whether you think of it or not, a lot of people are not going to make it past this point of the line.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still kind of want to talk about the siege. That was basically the whole point of this video. So yeah, I still want to talk about it. So yeah, I mean, I guess this lady, you know, I think in the corps, whatever, the Navy. So it looks like she made it far, including to the house, whatever. And so the photo shots of the Secret Service, you know, with their guns out, you know, drawn already at the door, where they're trying to take cover anybody in the office. So it's like, wow, I didn't even think people. I was like, in the end, later on, not like when I was upset, I was like, wow, it's like it's about time people start doing that.
Yeah.
Even if they're, you know, whatever their beliefs are, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely something. At least it's better than nothing. Well, to be honest here, I just don't really know sometimes what to say, so you might hear me be like, oh, and I, and dude, you know what I mean. So don't be surprised if I stay quiet.
Yeah.
Does anyone do it?
I know. Oh yeah, dang truck.
The truck is really loud.
Man, I can't believe we lost. Yeah, it was. I can't believe we lost Chronic Blast. It would have been awesome with this guy. He's probably the bigger Debbie Downer. I don't know. Maybe he got bored. I don't know. Maybe because it was the way how your voice kind of like stalls, you know. I think it's your internet doing that. Maybe that's why. I think he might have left, or I think he had to do something. I don't know. That's probably why he left. Man, it was fun having him around. He would have brought up interesting topics, more than I could even do. So, yeah, so, I mean, I know there are people who are like agorists, you know, they're complete, you know, diehard anarchists, completely to the death. And, you know, that's what, you know, I know you, Arcano, you're from the back alley philosophy. Yeah, I know those guys talk a lot about counter economics, a lot, you know, alternatives, you know, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, although they don't really agree much with the gold, you know, and silver thing too much. But yeah.
Yeah.
And my position is I'm more like I guess I would, but since I've been so like raised into the system, it would really be really hard. I mean, I would, and I don't really use the term ANCAP anymore. I mean, my position is more, and I came up with it, like you've seen it, the legend continues, more rough. And I know some people don't like it. It's more like a anarcho-Christian, you know. I don't believe in the state, but I believe in the Most High. And I know not everybody agrees with everything, of course. We're all human.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I'm not going to use the term ANCAP much really anymore because it feels kind of weird now. It's kind of like an oxymoron. I wouldn't even label myself as, I know labels suck. I mean, I wouldn't really label myself as an agorist because, I mean, if I were, I would be using Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, or basic token awards, I would be using those a lot, and you can actually buy with those things. If some of you in the watching this real life, if you guys didn't know, you actually can, but it's just that not many. There are some companies, I know Subway did, or I don't know, they do, except, Bitcoin or something like that.
Yeah. That's interesting. And
yeah.
So
yeah, I'd say you should be looking forward to, anybody who is on Windows. If anybody in watching my rewatch, you should really start considering switching to any Linux based software.
Okay.
Is that your dog?
Yeah, it is. I think it's a Shih Tzu. She's actually
it's a Shih Tzu?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have a Shih Tzu.
Yeah, she's like a mixed breed.
It's a boy.
Mine's a girl.
Yeah, I think mine's a pure Shih Tzu.
Yeah, I think mine's mixed.
Oh my god, it's like Shih Tzus are becoming popular. They're popular in my neighborhood.
Wow, that's interesting. I gotta admit. I definitely don't see them often over here in Kissimmee, but it's honestly something.
Yeah. Looks like, oh yeah, you live in Florida, of course. So
yes.
I assume it's already dark in Florida. What time is it over there?
From what I can tell, it's like 8:23.
It's what?
8:23.
Oh, 8:23. Oh, it's not too far. So yeah, it's nighttime over there, but here, we got daylight savings time. So it's like getting dark already early. It's 5:24.
Yeah. Luckily, my aunt is a little laid back on bedtimes.
So she's not that strict on you?
No, she's
actually... Does your aunt, talk a lot about the news? Or is she quiet? Because my parents, ever since the Trump years, they talked so much about the news. It's like, oh my God.
She can be like that, but sometimes she's more calmer, I'd say. She's like somewhere in the midst between. She talks more about the news. Like, she's always watching the news, but sometimes she's like, oh, I'm going to watch she's going to watch her telenovelas sometimes more often than the news. Just honestly something. She even sacrifices the news for her telenovelas. It's honestly kind of scary, actually. But it's funny at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
But she is a little bit more. But she is a little bit more calmer when you actually see her as a person. When she's not watching the news, she's a little bit more tame than the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any states you would like to be on, or would you mind? Would you like to be in Florida?
To be honest here, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe somewhere where there's less populations. Like maybe I heard maybe. I really never really thought about it, but maybe Kansas. Is that what it's called? Kansas, something
Kansas?
like that.
Yeah, Kansas. But if you can find an area where they're far less likely tornadoes to hit, then I'd say you shouldn't go for it. But you got to find somewhere where you're not going to have, tornadoes constantly hit.
Yeah,
have to find, if you can have the money, you would have to, you hide your stuff inside, have a room in the basement, like your office. It's just so your stuff you don't have to lose your stuff. Honestly, I wouldn't mind living in a tornado zone. Honestly, I would rather live in a tornado zone than like a hurricane zone. I know your state's got hurricanes.
Yeah, that's true. So honestly, in Puerto Rico though, I'd say the worst hurricane was Hurricane Maria. That was actually something. But after I moved over here,
I forgot.
Oh, in Puerto Rico, there's like a hurricane after a hurricane. and first hurricane was like Hurricane something, I forget the name because it was that weak of a hurricane. But after the first hurricane came, Hurricane Maria came, and it basically blew everyone away. Yeah, it was that strong. It was very in Puerto Rico. This happened, and it hit hard, that hurricane. But ever since, I haven't really seen a hurricane that was actually that strong. At least not in Florida, since I've only been here for like a year, so I wouldn't know much. But in Puerto Rico, I would.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Which part of Florida are you like? Are you like in central or like southern Florida, or are you like in northern?
I think in Salvern or something like. I know I'm in Ponciana.
You
or
live in Miami? Do you
no,
live like in Broward County or like Miami area?
like Orlando, somewhere around there.
Oh,
Like,
so you're like in the Orlando area. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I went to Florida when I was like 6 years old.
Yeah, it's honestly something. It's not that bad. I'd say it's a nice
Yeah.
experience. Yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
I'm probably gonna live here for a little bit, but as soon as I can find a job and make some money, I'm probably gonna just skirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Hey, I got a question. When you mean by therapies, I knew you said it, but what kind of therapies are they? I mean, you don't have to say it if you don't want to.
It's alright. I'd say they're mostly talking therapies, like, oh, how do you feel about that kind of like therapies? You know, like the
Oh, you
therapist.
mean-
You know, like the therapist is talking to you, kind of like.
Oh, that type of psychiatrist thing? Is that what you mean?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say one time they actually thought I was going actually crazy. I actually told them, let's just say I told them the joke that went too far, and basically I said stuff that probably shouldn't have been said in the first place, and they basically sent me to what's the word? Hospitalization. Hospitalization. They sent me to hospitalization because I told them.
Wow. That
Yeah. Yes.
sucks. I mean, my mom has tried to put me on, pill me. I mean, she already was herself, and she was like, "Yes, I'm gonna put you on it." And she's like, "Do you want to?" And I told her, "No, mom, it's poison." Oh, hold on. Let's see. Somebody commented. All right, Arcanu looks like it's gonna leave. Hey, okay, Arcanu, see you later.
Bye.
So I guess you're the only one here. Yeah, it looks like it went from Arcanu and the Chronic Blast, and now it's just the two of us.
Yeah, it's weird how that works, really. I mean, before you would have never heard
I
my
know,
voice.
I heard your voice the first time in like that video. You showed me a link to your video.
Yeah. It's honestly something. Honestly. And eventually I did see stuff. Like, I did see that video rise up, but after I put up a second video, it was like, it stopped. Honestly, that was like the first video.
So, anyways, since I don't think I have much else to do, and it's already getting dark, so I'm kind of like not much in the mood to. I'm already kind of draining my battery. Like, dang, I mean, when I do these live streams, the battery drains faster. I mean, the battery of my phone is good. So yeah, I'm gonna say, you know what? I think we're gonna end it here.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Nobody else came. Yeah, nobody else came here. Chronic Blast, I don't think he's going to come back. So, anyways, I hope you have a good day. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I hope that next time I get to talk to you, I get to talk to you a little bit more about certain things. So that way, because I feel like this was just the meeting point of things. But when we get to the certain point where we actually get to the meat bone of the certain topics, I'm pretty sure we'll be like, actually talking like back and forth about actual politics and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, hope anyone in the watching this rewatch, hope you guys have a good day.
Yeah,
you too. Legend continues. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Bye bye. And arigato gozaimasu, and peace. Anything else to say, Legend? Bye, all.
Let's say bye. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.